What's poppin', y'all? Another day and another rapper, in this case the same rapper, lacking any grace, decorum, or likability whatsoever. So a couple of days ago, Lil Tjay and Fabio Foreign appeared on streamer Plaqueboy Max's stream. He was doing this kind of cook up in the booth series that he does. I put all the details in the last video I did. I'll probably put the link in the description or the pinned comment. But what happened was they kept smoking when he told them not to. It's an Airbnb. The alarm is going to go off for hours. It's going to ruin the stream. And he asked them nicely first time, second time. They did it 3 times and then ended up leaving. And then they ended up getting a lot of backlash for it. The frustrating part was fans were trying to somehow make some logical reason to defend the rappers, as they always do. Rap fans, biggest glazers I've ever seen. Like, you guys do tricks on it, which is the opposite. People hate on pop fans and they call them stans and all that. But we got to put respect on pop fans' names. When Ariana Grande licked a donut at a donut shop and put it back, her fans were lighting her up. And that's not in comparison to what these rappers have done, get away with doing, and get defended by fans for doing. Justin Bieber peed in a bucket and they were lighting him up. His fans were lighting him up. So I don't want to hear hate on pop fans at all. So in this case, what happens? A really big streamer who had done a recent stream with Drake, he decides to weigh his 2 cents on this, which, man, this aged so poorly. Although I understand what he said and it's applicable to someone who's not a rapper. I'm going to play you guys XQC's reaction to the situation first, and then we're going to move on.
Yard, please, go to the back. I say this in a clip. Niggas still smoking in this shit. That's
I have a crazy rebuttal. And it is actually rough some feathers. People might say I'm even trying too hard. If you understand your audience, live audience, and your audience in the room, because right? I gotta be honest with you. If you tell somebody, yo, dude, don't do this while on camera, right? A lot of people, most people, are gonna feel like they're kind of being bitched if they abide by that. Knowing this is in the real world, to just say, hey, yo, hey, can you come out back for a minute and say, hey man, listen, we can't smoke in here, whatever. So that the audience doesn't know, right, that he's being told what to do. Now everybody wins. Everybody wins, guys. If I'm one of the main part of a stream, right, and someone says, yo, dude, like, you gotta take off your shoes, man. Take off your shoes. Get out. Take off your shoes. And that's it. Get out. Put my shoes down. Come back. It's not an ego thing. It's just okay. Well, you know how people are gonna react on the internet. We know whatever. I think you can do an effort to make everybody win, and that's understandable. And say what you want. You can make the point that he's making, and that could be true. And you can make the point that I'm making and be true, right? But at the end of the day, in my opinion, in the way I said it, everybody wins.
So as you guys just heard, XQC is of the belief, and it's understandable. He's from Montreal, Quebec, in Canada. He grew up with probably reasonable people. So he's thinking, man, you know, maybe they just felt like they were put on the spot and being disrespected on stream. So the idea is to disrespect back? I don't know. But that's what he was thinking. Well, little does he know he's completely incorrect. And Lil Tjay himself has this response when he's on a call with DDG.
2-3 minutes, I pulled up, and it's like, you feel me? My son said, yo, can you not smoke? Excuse me, thank you, or appreciate it. Like that, immediately. I ain't even put the blunt out, and said appreciate it. I'm like, you think I've been in jail, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in jail as a minor, bro. I was a fucking felon at 13. I don't know who niggas supposed to think Lil Tjay is, bro. You feel me? Excuse me, appreciate it. What type of reaction you really think you gonna get from that, gang? Like, you think you my mother, bro? Like, for real, niggas just slap the shit out of you. I'm on camera, bro, so I'm woo-woo, like, you feel me? So, like, you get a little cold shoulder, like, who you talking to, feel me? And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I don't got no problem saying that. I'm damn near mind-blown. I don't care that much, bro. It's like, I'm looking like, woo, I'm here for Favi, and I'm just out, bro. I ain't even know that nigga streamer, though. And I tell you this much, though. As much as attention this guy and how much people gonna tune to his story and feel sorry and this much, he definitely paying for that Airbnb account times how much? Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah, nah, I mean, I feel you, but it's really that deep, though, you know.
That's what it is. That's what I thought it was. You feel me?
Yeah, it ain't really that deep. That nigga is.
So
So Lil Tjay even says, 'cause remember, XQC said, well, he's in front of a stream. Some people might feel like they're disrespected. Lil Tjay said if he told that to him off stream that he would have smacked him. Number one, this is the most irritating part of rappers like Lil Tjay is they want to play this tough guy thing. Oh, number one, this is a New York thing. New York people do this all the time. They're like, man, oh, back there, I should have done this, this, and this. I would have done this, this, and this if that happened. They just yap. And like there's this whole East Coast, West Coast kind of thing brewing a little bit. And I got to give it to the West Coast. West Coast is getting busy. They're getting down. And I'll give you a perfect example. If TJ's this big old gangsta that he's talking about and he would have slapped him, why does it matter if the camera's on? You're not shooting him. You're not killing him. He's not going to press charges on you for slapping. And if he does, who cares? Because we just saw a video last week of Whack 100 with his man's Loose Cannon, whoever that, I don't even know if that guy's a rapper. I just know that name. Loose Cannon, some guy said something that he found disrespectful and he just popped him right there, beat him up, stripped him on camera, and they uploaded it. So were you really going to do something? No, you weren't. You were just yapping. We saw an example of somebody that's actually going to do something. A camera's not going to stop somebody from their natural reaction. If someone genuinely feels disrespected and they're going to slap you for that, they're going to do that. The camera's not going to stop, especially someone that lacks impulse control, which Lil Tjay, his behavior indicates that he does. So there's that. And then he's talking about, oh, I was a felon at 13. I was in jail at 13. Lil Tjay was in jail as a juvenile. Let's not act like he was in, I don't know, was he in Rikers? I know he's had arrests here and there. But let's not act like he was in, what's that infamous Chicago jail or did hard time in prison as an adult. He did not. And even if he did, and some people say juvenile is worse from varying degrees, but even if he did, that doesn't justify anything that he's talking about. Because you should know how important respect is then, at the very least, or you just don't have respect for anybody. And this is the thing. Lil Tjay talks this yap. The only thing that Lil Tjay would have respected is not actual respect, politeness, courtesy, because he says, man, this guy's saying, excuse me, appreciate you, like he's my mom or something. Like, tell me what has to be wrong with a person's brain to interpret politeness as him trying to be his mom. Because number one, Lil Tjay clearly don't listen to his mom, or else he wouldn't end up in jail at 13 or as a felon at 13. So what do you mean your mom? You're not even listening to her when you were a kid. So there's another aspect of his dingbat logic that needs to be thrown out completely. And he's still talking with zero sense. This is the rapper brain. And this is not every rapper, of course, but it is many of them. Because people are just surrounding them that don't know a damn thing. And this is what, I guarantee you this would have gone differently. And this is the only thing that Lil Tjay would have respected. If Plaqueboy Max was rolling around like Floyd Mayweather and he had 7 foot, 380 pound security guards and Lil Tjay smoking and they tap him on the shoulder and they say, hey, stop smoking. And then he starts smoking again and they lift him. One of them lifts him by his twig shoulders, lifts him up in the sky, and then pulls that blunt out, throws it on the floor, stomps on it, and puts him back on the ground. He's not going to say a damn thing. He's not going to slap anybody. He's going to walk out on his merry way and keep it to himself. That's the only thing that somebody like Lil Tjay or Fabio Foreign is going to respect is more aggression, violence than they are able to come with. So if they came with 10 guys, if you've got 50 outside, they're like, yo, we got 50 guys outside. They said stop smoking. They're going to stop smoking. They're going to tuck their tail between their legs and they're going to leave. And do you even want to deal with someone that's the only level of logic or reason that you can deal with, that you can get through to them? Because at this point, now you've got to be willing to escalate things to another person getting hurt because they don't know how to act or behave. And he's talking about, oh, I didn't even know who that was. So you're showing up to someone who you don't even know. Someone who you don't even know's crib and doing this anyway. And like I said, Lil Tjay was out there bringing weed into China. The guy's a dingbat. He's a moron. He's an idiot. Like, do I need to elaborate further than that? Like, you think you're going to bring weed into China and you're going to smoke it and it's going to be all good. So it's not just Max that he has a problem with and he feels disrespected. No, this guy has no respect for authority whatsoever. Like, he's going to foreign governments and pulling up and thinking he can do whatever he wants. And this is in part because of you fans and the people around them. And I get why the people around them do it, because they're just milking them for money. They're like, hey man, let's just tell this guy what he wants to hear. He keeps paying us. We keep living the lifestyle and it's all good. I get why you guys are doing that. Yeah, suck him dry of all the blood and money that he's got. Pause on that. No diddy on that. Keep doing what you're doing. But fans that keep letting this rock and allow this, you guys are, I don't think I've seen a higher degree of lame than people that continuously make excuses for mid rappers Let's just keep it entirely 1,000 mid-rappers to be disrespectful. And this is the thing too. He's talking about, oh, I would have slapped that guy. That's the most passive-aggressive thing I heard because you dapped him up before leaving. So how does that work? You could have just left and nobody would have said a thing. Now, I will say, I think TJ was just trying to dap up the other guys, and Max put his hand out, and he dapped him up too. But if you felt like he was playing you, which he wasn't, nobody on earth that has their mind screwed on straight thinks he was playing him, then you wouldn't have dapped him up. You would have just walked right by. Like, Fabio Foreign didn't dap him up, and he just walked out. Granted, Fabio Foreign, someone was telling me, oh, he's 34, he's not pushing 40. Okay, he's a year away. For some reason, I thought Fabio Foreign was 34 for 3 years. I thought he was 34 in 2021, but I guess I'm incorrect here. I think it's just he was trying to hide his age for so long that people found out his real age but added a couple of years to try and make him feel older. So I thought he was 34 several years ago, but apparently he's 34. So he's not pushing 40 yet. Regardless, you're 34 and you can't behave. And one thing I will say about Fabio Foreign, at least he's not coming back out like this. Like Lil Tjay. What Lil Tjay doing here is just, it's a circus act. Everyone's looking at you like you're a clown, except people who are also got face paint on, because it's just unreasonable. You show this to every country, you show this to different parts of the world, and they will all agree that this guy's tripping. But then somehow his fans and some people, not even his fans, some people are trying to justify this. God help us. And this is why a lot of people opt out of doing content with rappers. It's just a headache. It's not worth it. There are so many people that you could have seen collaborate with rappers or more. People are late, and this is an instance of someone that's wasn't even invited there in the first place. It's not even like the intention was to work with TJ. And he does this. And he tries to play tough guy with somebody that didn't even try to do that with you. But the only thing that Lil TJ would respect is aggression, or apparently someone lighting him up. And this makes it so much harder for TJ to win because likability is so important, and he's just destroying his if he had any that I knew of. I think Polo G had more likability than Lil TJ. And Polo G did interact with people a bit better, but I don't know. Polo G's changed a lot, I feel like, since 2019. A lot has changed with that guy's personality and the way that he behaves. Or maybe he just started showing his real side and he was hiding it well before. Anyway, Polo G makes better music than Lil TJ, so why are we even comparing that here? That's neither here nor there. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.